Welcome to Faith and People's Whole channel. Please subscribe, comment, like and share.
Moses Orimolade Tunolase was born around 1879 in Okorun compound at Ikare Akoko in the former western region of Nigeria. God's hand was on his life even within the womb. It was then predicted that the child of conception would be an important saint. They prophesied the child was being sent by the Almighty God to preach the gospel of his son, Jesus Christ. The young parents could not comprehend this, especially as the Christian gospel had not yet been preached in this region of the world. It was further predicted by the village oracle that this expected child would be a male child preordained of God as his special apostle to the pagans of Yoruba land. He was therefore to be treated as a Nazarite. The birth of Orimolade created mixed feelings for his parents. They were happy for their newest addition, but were filled with embarrassment and apprehension in view of the circumstances surrounding his birth and the incidents which occurred on the day he was born. At age 5, he went into St. Stephen's Anglican Church, CMS, the only church at Ikare, and sang alone. The strange light and sound in the church drew that attention of the resident minister, who went to investigate. On opening the door, there was nobody except a young boy that sat down and was singing alone, yet it sounded like a multitude of people singing. When Orimolade was asked who was in the church singing, he answered, "We are." At 12 years of age, the call to preach the gospel of Christ burned deep within his heart. From this point, Orimolade began to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ without interruption. He preached with power and demonstration. His entire focus was instantly directed towards full-time ministry. His campaigns began with political resistance in support of Christians. He preached with such power and authority that God shook the earth on that day. Many were afraid and ran away. From this moment on, Orimolade's name was one that became feared. He was recognized by some as a man who could talk to God, and by others as a man who had control over invisible spirits. Christianity began to grow by leaps and bounds in the region after that incident. Orimolade continued this work by going street to street preaching the gospel. Moses Orimolade arrived in Lagos on July 12, 1924, and lodged at Holy Trinity Anglican Church with the sexton of the church, Emmanuel Olumodeji, from his hometown. He started preaching and praying for people all over Lagos in Nigeria. Many people in and around Holy Trinity sought after Orimolade for spiritual inquiry and counseling. He developed a reputation for seasoned preaching and fervent prayer, and became known among the people as the Baba Aladura, Father that prays. The prosperity and popularity of Moses Orimolade provoked envy and anger among the Anglican leadership, and led ultimately to the ejection of the Baba Aladura from the premises of Holy Trinity on September 11, 1924. This aroused the sympathy and support of people in and around the church. They followed Orimolade out of Holy Trinity and thereafter to his places of residence. Orimolade called this group of supporters and sympathizers the Aladura Band, and continued his preaching and prayer with them. He died on October 19, 1933.
Thank you for watching Faith and People's Whole channel. Please subscribe, comment, like and share.